everyone, my name is Jamie. Welcome to my channel, and I am in my new kitchen. Judy and I have spent the past couple of weeks selling our old house, moving into this apartment temporarily until we can get out onto our land, because we are having our new house put together out there, and we are super excited, which is the reason why I have not posted in a few weeks. So I am so sorry about that. Thank you all so much for sticking around, and let's get to cooking. So today I am making some keto chicken taquitos. That almost kind of rhymes. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pan, and I've got it lined up with some tin foil, and I just sprayed some nonstick cooking spray, and I have some of this Havarti cheese. It's in slices. Now you can use mozzarella, you can use cheddar, Colby Jack, whatever cheese you happen to have on hand, whatever is your favorite. I love Havarti. So I'm just going to take a few of these slices, and I'm just going to stick them onto my pan, and I'm going to get this into the oven. I have my oven preset to 350 degrees, and we're going to stick this cheese in there for about 5 to 7 minutes. So now that I've got my cheese slices on my pan, it's going to go into the oven for 5 to 7 minutes. So while that is in the oven, I have these leftover chicken fingers that I had made the night before. So I'm actually going to pop these in the microwave just to get them warmed up a little bit. I'm gonna shred these, and this is what I'm gonna use for my filling. Now, if you don't have chicken fingers, that's okay. You can get some like rotisserie chicken from your grocery store. You can get some chicken breasts if you have some chicken breasts left over, or if you want to use shredded pork, shredded beef, whatever will do. But this is what I have on hand, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the microwave. So now that that is done, I'm just going to go ahead and shred my chicken just like this. Now for some of this, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a handful of this chicken into this bowl, and I'm thinking just to kind of hold all my meat together and my seasonings. You don't have to, you probably could skip on this part, but I'm gonna add a little bit of cream cheese to this, a little bit of extra seasoning, and that way when I get it into my put it on the cheese slices, I can roll it up, and then when you bite into it, all the chicken should stay together a little bit better. So I have this block of cream cheese here. So I'm using, let's see, we're gonna start with that much. Might mix a little bit better in your hands. I am okay with using my hands because I'm the only one that is eating this, so I am not worried about it. But if you were serving others, you might not want to use your hands, or you could just use gloves. So because green onions are my absolute favorite, I have these green onions here, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and chop one of these up. Not the whole thing, but I'm just gonna put a few snips in here. I think this will add some really nice flavor. And yes, I do find this to be a lot easier to do with scissors than a knife. Now I'm thinking I want to add a little bit of bacon bits. Of course, now if you have some, you can use bacon that you cook up yourself, that is fine. But to save myself a little bit of time, I'm just gonna add a little bit of bacon bits, because that just sounds awesome. Okay, and again, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my fingers. So these cheese slices are looking pretty golden, so you want to make sure that your cheese is in the oven long enough to get this beautiful golden edge around it. Now, I cannot tell you exactly how long I had this cheese in the oven for, because I started out with 350 degrees. It was supposed to only go in for 5 to 7 minutes, but there was nothing happening, so I put it in for another 5 more minutes and still nothing. So I decided to crank the heat up to 400 degrees and things finally started happening. We were starting to get a little bubbly, a little golden. So this is looking beautiful now. So we're gonna let this cool off for just a minute, and then we're gonna go ahead and add our chicken mixture here. All right, so this is pretty much, I'm able to move this. You want to be careful because your pan might still actually be hot. If you want to, you can go ahead and remove these from the pan, put it on a cutting board, and then that'll probably, you know, protect your little fingers. So I'm just going to add a little bit of my chicken mixture here to one. You really don't need a whole lot. Then you take your cheese and roll it up. And it's a little taquito. And you want to hold it seam side down, and then you want to do that for the rest of them. So for the sauce that I have made here for our chicken taquitos, I went ahead and mixed a little bit of this ranch dressing. Now I know there are probably better ranch dressings out there, but this is what I have. It is only 2 carbs for 2 tablespoons, so I doubt we're even gonna use any more than that. So I just kind of eyeballed it, no exact measurements here, but I put a little bit of this in there, just like 1 good squirt, and then about 2 to 3 tablespoons of some red enchilada sauce. Give it a little bit of kick. If you don't have enchilada sauce, you want to use hot sauce. That is actually really good too. I have done that. So I've already taste tested this, and I think this is pretty good. What's so awesome is I just did a taste test and I didn't even have my camera on. That's fantastic. So let's do that again. So taste test that you get to see. So dipping it into our homemade sauce. Look at that. Looks so good. Mmm. You hear that crunch? That's why you want to crank your heat up in your oven. 400 degrees, probably about 5 minutes, I would say. 350, it would take way too long. You want your cheese nice and crispy so you can get that crunch. Mmm. All right, y'all, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the red subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell so anytime I upload a new video, you'll be the first to find out. And if you are interested in watching any future videos of what is going on, why haven't I been posting the past couple of weeks, let me know down in the comments below. And I'm going to be doing some future videos of, you know, our house getting built out onto the land that we're moving to pretty soon, actually sooner than we think. So there's probably gonna be a little time period where I'm not gonna be filming and posting videos because moving just sucks. Let's just put it that way. So if you are interested in seeing, you know, what is going on out on our land, and eventually when we do get out onto our land, we are going to be, we're still keeping a keto, but we're also gonna have some chickens and goats and eventually horses, cows. We're gonna have ourselves a ranch. So if all that sounds good to you, go ahead and hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.